Hey, 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 welcome back everyone. It's still raining here in the Gold Race town. We're still at it and we're having fun. As you can see, we are keeping our expansion going. We don't have any new people in the mines quite yet, but that will be coming soon as we get, hopefully, a population boost in this episode. That's the goal. We want to prioritize our buildings and get going on that. They are clearing the area, which means that we've gotten to that point. They realize that they can't build these other buildings because we don't have enough glass yet. So we need sand to make more glass. So they're going to be working on that. Let's check on the status of our clay pit. It is not touched, so we need that to get up and running. We are making beeswax, so as soon as this candlery gets up and running, we'll be good there. We're going to go ahead and take these 2 extra workers, and we're going to get started in this mine as well. Now, I know you might be wondering why not just empty this one and then do this one. Well, sort of like the old slot machine thing. Alright, so we got 4 and 2. We're going to go ahead and switch this. We've got plenty of iron right now. We're going to go ahead and switch this over. We are making charcoal right here. So since we've got charcoal, we're going to use that. And we're going to switch over some of this gold ore that we've brought in. So if I remember when I'm posting this video, I can be excited, right? Let's be excited that we're finally actually producing gold. We're going to bump the close limit up to 100. We don't ever want them to stop. Don't ever stop making. Maybe 1,000 would be where we'll actually want them to stop. But we're just going to work on that slowly. We've got 1 blacksmith plugging away here. We've got 200 tools. Eventually we will have coal production at a pretty decent clip. And when we're producing coal, we'll switch that over to steel tools. But for right now, we've got almost 1 for every working adult. That's a ratio that I like to maintain if at all possible. So I'm good with where we're at. We're only at 1,700 food. So I know there's some of you right now that are feeling uneasy about that. I would be one of those someone. I'm a little bit anxious about it myself. So I'm going to try to solve a few different issues at once. We want to make sure that we're still bringing in a steady amount of logs, and we want to make sure that we're bringing in some food. So I believe I'm going to put in an apple lodge down here. This will leave plenty of room for different fields there once we finally do get seeds. So I'm going to put this guy here, and I'm going to give, I guess I don't know it's a guy, it could be a gal. I'm going to put a gatherer with it so that the gatherer will bring in the apples that the apple grower grows. We'll give them a road, and they will want a place to live. We also want to mark the minerals out here so that they get gobbled up, gathered up, same thing. We will, I know this is a bit premature to do this, but I'm going to, pardon me, going to put a barn in there to prepare for the crops that I hope we will. Oh, ha, interesting. Now I know one of my viewers, Kendi64, mentioned that don't forget you can flatten land, and I appreciate that suggestion. That's not something I typically tend to do much myself. But it's a good reminder that it's always possible to change the environment when necessary. Look at all that. That's cool. Alright, we don't want it quite that big, but it's good to know it's possible. So there's 3 fields that can get us going. Well, let me build. That's it. Alright. Perfect. Put another little rope connecting that. Now we should have lots of volunteers, willing volunteers heading out here for now. Okay, did you make cloth? You did. So you can switch over to leather and cloth for now. Let's see the status of our we got 14 flax there and 8 flax there. So we're really slowing down on that. Oh gosh, we might have a die-off. We might have a die-off. I didn't maintain my resources well. We do not have steady food coming in. We can throw a fisher person in here. That'll help a little bit, but I don't think we're making quite enough rice to help. And we don't have any seeds, so these fields that I'm putting in are for seeds that I hope show up. We can go ahead and start getting things put in there, but our gem cutter's not quite ready yet. I'm not sure. Oh, bricks. Right. We need the laborers right now. I'm not going to mess around with that. So let's... We're gonna drop this person out of here so that we can start getting clay. Do we have a kiln built yet? No, just the glass works up there. Let's check our radius here. So we don't want to take up too much of this. Can I fit a kiln there? I know the kiln is kind of small. Kiln. Perfect. Put the kiln right here. That'll produce our bricks, and we've got a stockpile right here. So they'll bring the clay from here up to this stockpile. They'll get it here and make it into bricks. We're not going to need a ton of bricks. So I'm not going to do a lot of, like, I'm not going to make massive brick buildings. We'll probably do a lot of these lumber buildings. That's helping with our territorial expansion. It is not, however, helping with the food problem. We're going to have another gatherer over here. That will help. And I'm not sure why this isn't finishing. I don't know if I did something wrong with the way I put it in here. I know I've had lots of people tell me, oh, that's backwards, but I mean, they can get here and they're clearly producing, so I'm not going to lose too much sleep over it. Sheep. Oh, this is perfect. This gets us both wool and mutton. All right, we need to do this. Oh gosh. We also need workers. Somebody died of old age. I already took that person off. Can't take the teacher. Guess we could take the glass maker for now. Put the glass maker in here, and we're gonna do 100 lumber. And we're going to do 100 firewood. And what's a guess? Let's take a guess at what else. We could do hide coats. Maybe 20 hide coats, because they're pretty valuable. That'll get us a handful of sheep. And then we will put the sheep over here. How long will it let me make this? That's nice. We'll do that. Put the sheep over here. For those of you who may not know, I'm not sure how well versed everyone is in the game, but you can tag or whatever, this toggle with this little pin, and it'll keep the guy from leaving. So that way it gives your workers time to bring, see this person with the cart? We'll zoom in on them. They're bringing, let's see what they bring. He bloops it in there, so that was firewood. He spent that whole time to bring 12 firewood. Thanks, dude. But he'll keep doing that. But like if, for example, I put logs in there, they're only worth 2, so I'm doing that. But if I did, he would be bringing the logs from right here, like do. Which is one of the reasons why I wanted this. I wanted to put a massive stockpile here, because I anticipate not only gathering these resources, but eventually building a bridge over to here, probably gathering resources and bringing them down this way. So, Blue Streets, looking good. We've got some young people moved in. Oh, I forgot I marked that. I put that market in. We don't really have the workers for it, but I might go ahead because that'll help even out the distribution of food, which is an issue for us right now. You don't want to have, one person have 200 food in their house and the other person have no food. We end up with, I think that was this save that I had 3 people die early on, and there's a pretty good chance that that's why. Sitting at only 500 extra food with 30 some people, just about 40 people is dangerous. This is a really dangerous place to be, but we'll do the best we can. Okay, let's see what we can get. How many sheep can we get? So 760. We need another. We need more of that firewood brought over. I wonder if it's not, if a lot of it is converted to charcoal. I wonder if that's the issue. We could see about the gems. I know I wanted to cut them first, but what are the gems? The oh, they're worth 200. Okay, let's do that. That'll help. We really only need 2 sheep. Once I get a few sheep, then they will reproduce. Alright, so we're out of the cloth. I don't want to use up our leather. So we probably have enough flax to make a little bit more linen, so let's do that. This is strange. So I put these covers on because I thought it would look nicer, but now I have to, until I get my town hall built, I have to keep doing that. I wonder where I want to put my town hall. If this is our market, up there, maybe down in this little nook here. I don't know. Get another fisher person. They're so busy trying to bring this firewood that I think they're not trying to bring gems. What I like to do is have a whole bunch of extra laborers, and then I can, when I'm doing this, when I've got a trader here, what I'll do is just bump this up and have them come over. But I don't have the laborers for that. I need the laborers to be gathering food where they can. We're in kind of what you might call a tight spot with that. Come on, bring in some rice for me. Yeah, this person keeps taking. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trick them into just do 50 firewood. That's fine, because I want you to go get gems. And I will steal 1 person, just 1. Oh, this one now is open. We're gonna say not yet, so that person can. Okay, I like this little dock area. People are gonna hate on my decision here, but I like it. We've got a room here to maybe put in a little dock storage. Little dock, tiny barn there. Will this fit? Probably not. No, it's gonna run into the mountain. So I had an issue earlier on. I don't know. I don't want to badmouth at all because I love this mod pack, but I had an issue when I put these in, it like glitched out my storage all over the map. But I love these. Aren't these so cool? Like I could put one in here, you know, you can like tuck them in where you have space. But I'm just anxious, and then they've got this ghost storage, right? So you could just put this somewhere along the way and it will be a storage place, but it doesn't take up space on the map, which I love. Love that. But I think one of these could work. I don't know. I'm not going to mess with it for now. It's probably best that they carry it into the middle anyways. Okay, we've got 6 gems, which is 1,200. That buys us 2 sheep right there. Oh gosh, look at that food. Ah! Alright, let's just do this. We'll get our 2 sheep. I know the gems will be worth more if I cut them, and I'll do that later. But for now, I'm going to dismiss that guy. I think this will still, even if there's not somebody working there. Once this gets built, we can move the sheep over. Oh no. This is bad. This is very, very bad. Winter's coming. Oh dear. I know some of you Banished veterans are watching this and absolutely cringing right now. How could you mismanage your resources so much? Well, I'm trying to figure out where the heck they put the gold bars. Because I know I made them. 24 gold bars. Where did they put them? Logic would say they'd go to the mineral stockpile. Or the stockpile right across the street. So I made 24 gold bars that disappeared. Cool. Not down here. Are they just sitting out here on the street, waiting to be picked up? They don't appear to be. Well, let this be my proof. People watching the video can see clearly right here. Last season, I made 24 gold bars. I'm going to tag JS Gaming so he can see this. Let's do it like this. Zoom in. Gold bar. 24. Screenshot. Just so we have it. He's having an issue with iron doing the same thing, so it who knows what's causing it. $420 food. Not dead yet. I do like that this gather, I mean, I said at the beginning the gather food tool was going to save my bacon on this save, and it's been more prophetic than I would have liked. Once we get out of this winter, that should help. But I don't know how much it would improve results if I doubled up the number of people working in these. You know, would that result in considerably more food or just a little bit more food? I'm not sure. So we've got tons of fodder thatch over here for this guy or gal. Pardon me. I hope the sheep don't die waiting for this to get built. I bet this saved it. I bet this saved it because it's keeping people from grabbing too much. Pulled out 2 gold ore last and 1 last. Alright. I'm happy that we've got production up. I'm very frustrated that I don't know where those gold bars went. I'm gonna have to talk to JS Gaming and see what he wants to do. Feels a tad game breaking given what we're trying to accomplish with this series. So I'm gonna let this gatherer's hut get finished and I'm gonna staff it with 2 people and then we'll call this episode to a close unless the builders walk away. Interesting. I think this will help, but I mean, we're talking probably 3 years until they get enough apple saplings going. Kind of a, what we call a bummer. I'm really enjoying this city though. I've never built a city with such an intentional purpose. Like, we're gonna mine the heck out of this. That's awesome. We don't have a candle maker up yet. We've got to be making bricks. We're making bricks? We got 30 bricks. But there were, I'm not sure what order. I would assume probably the candle maker was first. I should get the glass maker going again. Oh, here we go. Okay, I lied. Yes, I want that to get done so I can staff it, but I'm also going to check that trader. What are you doing? Why is that staying? Shouldn't that go away when it gets to the edge? There it goes. Interesting. What'd you bring me? I can upgrade that to stone. Yeah. Mountain oysters. Don't Google that unless you want an image. Royal armor that I do not need. Thanks. Do I want to order anything? This is the question. Is there something that I want to order? Like, should I just... Well, I already built the chain for candles. But should I order... like, clothing or something? Oh, or tools, for example, which right now are not doing great. Throw another person in there. We should be able to keep up with tools with 1 blacksmith. We've got 200 iron and 400 wood. The iron is literally like right up here. Just go and get it. Oh yeah, okay, there it is. Whew. I was gonna say, unless my iron's disappearing like my gold did. Well, not exactly how I saw this all playing out, I gotta be honest. But I'm gonna leave it here. And we will see what the other folks have to say about how they're, or how JS, what he has to say about how his round is going. See if he wants to continue. I mean, we're 20% of the way there. We're in summer of year 10, so I'm more than happy to keep going. Might lose a few people here coming up because we don't have enough food, but can't get food if you don't have traders. And it took us a while to get the traders going. All right, thanks everyone. Catch you next episode. Bye for now.